Travis Van Goodsell. I asked, and it was granted. In my amended complaint, if you go to the playlist of reading the lawsuit, you'll hear in the opening, in the nature of the case. The nature of the case is not the accusations. It's the background story for why the case is being filed. And in there, I put in there that there are a number of Mormon hate groups, domestic terrorist organizations, gangs, criminal organizations within the criminal organization of the Mormon Church. And one of those that I listed was the brand new one that had come out last year. And they call themselves by the Twitter name DesNat. I see they're still in operation because the leader said, "Oh no, we don't hate. We just force agency of Mormons and others who are not Mormon to obey the Mormon prophets." You don't force anybody to obey. That should have been the clear signal to everyone that this group is wrong. But nonetheless, these little boys of the Mormon Church, the church that I was born and raised in, the most likely children of my generation, who at my generation called themselves, in the mission field in New York, hardliners. And so here we have DesNat. It's a Deseret Nation, is what it's referring to, even though they use Z instead of an S. That's the secret words that Helaman warns about in Helaman chapter 6, verse 22. And they're Mormon, so they have the covenants of the organization, the umbrella organization of the church, of which they're utilizing as part of this secret combination group to enforce the covenants, the secret covenants of the Mormon temple, which I exposed the other day. I've been exposing them. 2 hours ago, so around 10 o'clock, after talking about the hate group, or the hater, along with the Mormon YouTube employee who were conspiring on my channel here. And so here we have a spam that was identified by YouTube finally of a Mormon using hashtags for my video, and he did it 3 times in the same video, putting 3 comments 3 times on the same video, which was Brigham Young, infamous racist for LDS Mormon God. And it's on this new channel, not the old one, where other hate groups were being represented on there, as I've been talking about those lately as well. Here we have another representing of DesNat with the additional hashtag Brigham Young did nothing wrong. So they're Brigham Young deniers, or Brigham Young guilt deniers. Amazon had a new book last year also about Brigham Young, and I submitted a comment about it, that it was an inappropriate thing to title the book of Brigham Young's innocence of anything, of any wrongdoing, and Amazon denied my comment because I did not purchase the book. I have to purchase the book before I have to denounce it as a hate book. YouTube at least allowed me to flag this guy who calls himself Belly Cow. They don't use their real names. They use the secret code words to promote hate on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. These guys are cowards. These guys are bullies. These guys are children of the bullies that I knew in New York. These guys are domestic terrorists, except they're getting away with it because under this current presidential administration, he's going after Antifa instead. Anti-fascism have been labeled as domestic terrorists. As with the recent police terrorism, Trump tried to claim, oh, Antifa's responsible. That's why the cops have to beat people and shoot them when they're unarmed, because Antifa. So yeah, DesNat is a Mormon domestic terrorist hate group, regardless of whether our current president, who himself has been called by vets, or Vote Vets Utah, or not in Utah, Vote Vets. That's the name of their organization. They're conservatives and they're veterans. They called out Trump as a traitor for the Russian scandal, assassination of our soldiers. This is the crisis we're in. And YouTube is playing a part in helping this hate. As their employee purposely slows down the processing of my videos. The one I did for the sign in the heavens over the weekend, Independence Day weekend, the guy was refusing to process it. So I tried to see if I can get it going like I used to when they first started this nonsense, and upload the video again. Still wouldn't budge this time. So I did it a third time, he budged. 24-minute video, and it took over 30 minutes to process. It required me to do some little tactic to let him know that my video is going through. No hater is going to stop my voice. But this is what these haters are doing. They are silencing innocent people. They are silencing the voices of victims. They do not get the right to bully. They do not get free speech to take away the free speech of others. To bully them, to flag them. These are domestic terrorists. And now I got them next to, on top of the fundamentalist Muslim who quoted the Quran, specifically dealing with terrorist threats. So one used Arabic, the other used a Twitter hashtag. They're both terrorists. They both threaten my life.